Live here in the Hilton Hotel here in Seattle, live here in the Embassy Suites. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Hitkin Worldwide here on behalf of the Destiny Championship Alliance, joined by my commentating partners, owner of the United Wrestling League, Downtown Jason Brown.
Hello, it's one of the biggest nights actually the biggest two nights in DCA this calendar year. It is Revelations.
It's Revelations weekend. I'm also joined by the brainchild behind the Wrestling Grand Prix, Wayne K. Hayes.
The All Percenters here, and we are ready to call this match card 2 nights of unbridled mayhem. I'm ready for it.
And we're here to give thoughts and arguments, which there probably will be plenty over this entire 2-night card known as DCA Revelations 9 weekend.
Oh man,
how are we all feeling first of all before we get into this?
Oh boy, Jason, how you doing, man?
I'm breathing. That's how I'm doing.
That's all what anyone can ask for, my man.
I mean, it's been a crazy time within WWE. It's been a crazy time within UWL.
It's always a crazy time.
Yeah, I mean, we just closed off with finally the first two episodes of Wrestling Grand Prix Judgment and Vengeance, and of course those two shows were chaotic, to say the least.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the 9th edition of Revelations, always a chaotic show, always a chaotic night. We know are heading into Revelations 9, and it is 2 nights of absolute anarchy, and I say we get right into it. Are you all with me?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Right. Opening bout of night 1, or at least I'm going with what the running order is on the card, okay? So, if I get them wrong, sue me. A no-holds-barred match. Jesus Christ, we're going straight into the deep end. These two women have cost each other FIFA title shots. These two women have each, laid the other out. And it's really about finding out who is tougher. Is it the Hellcat of the Wildcats division, Haley Jonas? Or is it the Russian Nightmare, Morgan Raincroft?
Oh, boy. Oh.
Who wants to start this argument?
Jason, you go ahead then.
Well, let's see. No holds barred between these two. As we've seen in the past couple of months, these two have just been screwing each other out of opportunities at the Wildcat title. And the thing is about both women is they're both very powerful women, probably two of the strongest women on the roster. Morgan Raincroft, pretty much a day oneer in DCA. And Haley, her resume speaks for herself when it comes to here in DCA. Now, when it comes to picking a winner, this is honestly a coin flip, but I almost want to actually. I not even almost. I'm going to give the slight edge to Haley Jonas.
Okay.
Only reason why is because I feel like Haley right now she's in a metamorphosis on like going on to the next level in her career. Not saying Morgan's not or anything like that, but it seems like right now Haley's in that mindset where, it's been a while since she's been the Wildcats champion. Same thing with Morgan Raincroft. Morgan Raincroft, though, still one of the longest reigning Wildcats champions in company history. But there's just been something about Haley lately that just feels like I feel like she's about to evolve. No, not even break out. Evolve into something that we have never seen before when it's come to her. So between these two, I want to give the slight edge to Haley Jonas.
Okay. I would like to say, I do agree that Haley Jonas is definitely on her way to, like you said, evolving, breaking out, whatever you want to say. But I want to say that Morgan Raincroft might win this one, actually. But not for nothing. I think this match will, even though I believe Haley Jonas will lose this match, I think she's still going to make that evolution. I think she is still going to, break out even through losing. So here's my prediction. Even though I believe Morgan Raincroft might win this match, I believe that Haley Jonas' stock will rise exponentially, and she will only get better as a result of this match. So, in a sense, I would say Raincroft wins the match, but Haley Jonas still comes out looking better than she has ever made.
So I'm breaking a tie already.
Yep.
Sorry, man.
That's fair. I think the stipulation suits Haley. If this was a normal wrestling match, I would give the huge advantage to Morgan.
Okay.
The fact it's no holds barred suits Haley's more brawler style. It really does. However, this is the Russian Nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
This is a Morgan Raincroft, who I think, in my opinion, has gotten over her Revelations demons. I think back, to the Candice Romero rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And, back, because she always had that demon over her, from Revelations 2.
Right.
She's past that demon now. I think Morgan Raincroft cuts Haley Jonas in half with a spear and picks up a 1-2-3.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
So, Jason, you're on an island.
Like I said, I gave Haley the slight. Honestly, like I said, this is honestly a coin flip. We truly don't know when that bell rings. All hell is about to break loose.
Yeah, we might have to start. We might have to replace the table or two before the next match.
We might have to replace the damn ring.
Oh,
that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, jeez.
Next vote.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
Next vote.
Yes.
One DCA. We want her loyalties. I'm still waiting on them. That's what I'm going to say for these next two votes. 2.
Oh man.
It is. We are going to be doing both Dead Man's 5 and Dead Woman's 5 votes back to back. We're starting with Dead Man's 5. Wicked Eric defends the DCA Burnout Championship against Atlas Jones, Jeremy Paisley, who looks to become a 2-time champ, Mikey Truth, and Takuma Fuji. If you don't mind, gentlemen, I will start for each of these because this is the match in WWE we invented.
Yeah, the matches your guys' brainchild, so go ahead.
Yeah, me and my brother invented this, so pretty much what this is, five-man elimination match, pinfall or submission, the last person, all in the ring by the way, the last person standing, survivor, has to eliminate 4, is the champion. Now, on the men's side, I think you got 5 guys here who could all be a world champion.
Oh yeah,
and they're going for the Burnout Championship. That's how much of an all-star game this is, and you could say the same, for the Rising Star title. In my opinion, I think Atlas and Mikey are looking to deliver in a big spot. It'd be another great Revelations moment for Atlas Jones.
Oh yeah.
Wicked Eric does not want to lose the title at all, but it's the odds of the match. He only has a 20% chance of leaving as champion. And I do think the match suits Eric. I think it suits Paisley because it's a hardcore match. But I'm going to take the wild card in this one because it's all about where his emotions are on the night, considering what's going to be happening on night 2. But I'm going to take the wild card. I'm going to say Takuma Fuji leaves DCA Burnout champion.
Wow. That is a good pick, I have to say. Let's see. I guess I'll go next. Yeah, I mean, Wicked Eric, he has been, ever since he got here, he's been on a tear. I mean, he's been undefeated in DCA, if I recall, right?
Unbeat.
Yeah. And of course, Mikey Truth, he's a legend in VWU. And of course, Takuma Fuji, of course, part of the principal, formerly Tiger the Dark. He's got a lot of experience under his belt. Jeremy Paisley, Killa, he is a rightful champion in his own right. Tony, and of course Atlas, the soldier. He's also pretty powerful, pretty strong. Like you said, Kid, any one of these individuals could be a future world champion. But I have to say, even though I want to root for Takuma because he's part of the principal and everything, I gotta say, I think Wicked Eric he's gonna retain. He is on a roll. He is undefeated, and that's going a lot for that's a lot going for him right there. It's my prediction. I think Wicked Eric is going to retain the Birmingham Championship.
When you look at this matchup right here, you got 5 men here. You got an icon in Mikey Truth. You got a DCA day winner in Atlas Jones. You got probably one of the best two of the best young wrestlers in VWU, and mostly from, and I'll toot my own horn, from UWL with Takuma and Paisley, and of course you got the always unpredictable Wicked Eric. It all depends on who can adapt quicker in this type of chaotic environment.
That's right.
It is a chaotic environment.
In this situation, it comes down to 2 men. That is Paisley and Wicked Eric. Paisley, even though probably one of the best, in-ring wrestlers currently going, also remember how he started out. Was a deathmatch wrestler at one point. And of course, Wicked Eric, he thrives in this environment. So honestly, it's down between those 2. As much as I would love to see Paisley become a 2-time Burnout champion, Wicked Eric just feels like he's just it's kind of hard to really describe Wicked Eric because he's an enigma. He is an enigma in this matchup. So honestly, not just thinking about it.
Yeah.
That is the thing about these type of matchups. You honestly think the guys that have the most advantage or most experience would have the advantage, but there's always something that will come up from behind and get you.
That's the thing about these matches like this. You got to take advantage of the chaos and come out on top. I've always said that.
And honestly, you know what? I haven't. In as big of a name as he's been in DCA and VWU, and as long as he's been here, though, he honestly hasn't won that much gold in VWU. You know what? I'm actually going to go with Mikey Truth.
Oh.
Ooh, so a divided table. And speaking of the table, we're about to add a seat because he's late. I hope he brought snacks, otherwise he's going back down to the bar. Cody Williams has joined us.
Cody!
Alright, jeez. Here, bro, buddy. Damn.
All right, since we already well, here, since he just came in there in the second match, quickly, Cody, Haley, Morgan, who you pick?
Oh, gee, fucking hell.
Just pick.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Morgan, okay. Okay, now for the men 5.
Paisley.
All right.
Okay.
Still good.
All right, so we are all divided.
All right. We can move to the next one.
Next up, Dead Woman's 5 for the DCA Rising Star Championship. Mia Nishimura, Maxine Rose, Kim Possible, Yuki Marie, all challenging Heather Ray for the DCA Rising Star Championship.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, you started the Dead Man's 5, so
yeah, I'm going to start this.
Do it, man.
This bout is for me, it's going to be very chaotic, and you have 5 women here, all with different things to prove. Kim Possible's looking to finally win the Rising Star title. Yuki Marie's looking to achieve a dream.
Yep.
Maxine Rose is definitely the most powerful person in this bout and has a lot to prove. Me and Nishimura will adapt to this like absolute, like a glove, because she's a friend of Trixie, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah.
She lives for this deathmatch style, and I've seen Heather Ray get violent because she's headbutting people's skulls into where they're both bleeding. So it's going to be a question of who adapts to this. I think Heather Ray adapts to it very well. I think Mia Nishimura adapts to it very well. The outsiders, in my opinion, and this ain't a knock at them, are probably Kim Possible and Yuki Marie.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I know for a fact Maxine Rose will adapt to this. And by the way, that's going to be my pick. I'm going to pick Maxine to win the belt.
Oh, okay. So, I would. Wow. I've been a friend of Oseko's family for a long time, and of course, I want Yuki Marie to win. But she is by far the most inexperienced out of all of these 5 women, without a shadow of a doubt. She's going in this. She's learning in the ring, and we've seen her grow in the ring, right? Pretty much, literally. But to be honest, I really don't see Yuki Marie winning this match as much as she wants to win it. Kim Possible, she thinks she's all that. I had to say it. And she's got a lot. Of course, she's got a lot of experience inside and outside of it. I don't think she's going to win this one either. I think, and I've already said that Wicked Eric's going to retain. As much as I like Maxine Rose and the power that she has, and of course Nishimura with her experience, I think Heather Ray is going to retain. To be perfectly honest, yeah, her and Wicked Eric are both going to retain in the Dead's Person 5 match. I think that's my opinion.
You know what? I just looking at this field right now, and honestly, I'm going with the strategy that I did last time. Is honestly expect the winner that I think you least expect, and I'm going with Kim Possible in this.
Oh, so he's going for the upset.
I'm going for the upset. Going with Kim Possible in this. Because again, in these type of matchups, it is so unpredictable. You always got to keep your eyes in the back of your head, because you never know who's going to come up from behind you and smack you in the back of the head with a chair.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with Kim Possible, just remember what she does outside of wrestling.
Oh yeah, she's a secret agent.
We're all there.
I think in this chaotic environment, I think she'll come up with a strategy that will help her not only survive but thrive and win.
Okay.
And let's just quickly remember, Mia's win. She has another title shot if she doesn't get it done here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And if she wins, she gets to choose her first challenger.
That's true.
Cody, complete the picks.
I'm going with. Fuck it. I'm going with Yuki Marie to win.
Oh, okay. So you think she might actually? You think she might actually pull it off?
Hell yeah.
No, I mean, she does. Like I said, she is the most inexperienced out of all 5 women. And my heart wants Yuki Marie to win, obviously, because she can only, even win or lose, she can only serve to, she will definitely grow and learn from this experience and this chaotic, setup. But I'm still going to go with Heather Ray to retain. As much as I love the kid. But that's
right. So another divided table for the Rising Star title bout. Now we move on to our first world title bout of the entire weekend.
Oh boy.
The Battle Pro World Championship is on the line. It is a rematch from Threat Level Orange. So, a year or two ago, as James Stark defends against TJ Kennedy.
Oh my God!
Who wants to kick us off on this one?
Well,
Jason.
I'll go with this from their original encounter with DEFCON, white noise through orange, or it's a long name. It's a long name. Their first encounter for the Battle Pro World Title ended in a no contest because neither man could continue. Because these two beat the fuck out of each other. James Stark is, when you talk about icon, talk about legend in this business, James Stark is a man who is in that category of an icon, of a legend. The man's been doing this since the fucking 80s. He's one of the most dangerous men in the ring. He's one of the best workers in the ring. But then you have TJ Kennedy, who, I have always said it, in VWU, pound for pound, the best technical wrestler to ever step foot inside of a VWU ring. And this man, many people have called him the uncrowned world champion of Battle Pro. This man is the pure definition of a star dog. For those who don't know what a star dog is, it's someone who should be a star but has to work their ass off like a dog. And there's been no one who has been the pure embodiment of that than TJ Kennedy. A man who always seems like he's on the brisk of success, and then something always seems to knock him back down, and he climbs that ladder up again. And honestly, it's this time. He's breaking through that fucking glass ceiling. He is finally achieving his goal. And as one Kentuckian to another, TJ motherfucking Kennedy is walking out Battle Pro World Heavyweight Champion.
Wow. Okay. You know what? After that, I think you might be onto something, Jason. I think James Stark. I mean, he's definitely one of the toughest individuals I've seen, and I've seen a lot of tough individuals in my time. But you know what? I am going to actually agree with you, Jason. I think it's TJ Kennedy's time. He has worked very hard to get to this point, and I think he's going to pull off the much needed win here. I think we're going to be seeing a hashtag and new Battle Pro World Champion of TJ Kennedy. I agree with you on that one.
Well, yeah, I was gonna go with TJ as well. Not even.
Wow, I'm gonna feel really shitty about this because this feels disrespectful.
Uh oh.
I'm gonna say it's the sweep.
Oh.
And I don't want to be doing that against James Stark, for fuck's sake.
I know, James
That is
Stark,
not a healthy thing to be doing.
I mean, look at the man.
The man, as Jason just said, is a legend, but I've been saying it since Threat Level Orange, since the show they competed to that double knockout, that TJ Kennedy is the uncrowned Battle Pro World Champion. I've got to stick with my Star Dog horse here. I got to stick with where I planted my flag. TJ Kennedy walks into Revelations 9 and walks out of it as Battle Pro World Champion.
Oh my goodness. We are all in agreement then.
That's all gonna be the first queen sweep of the night.
Nice. Hopefully it's not the only one.
More, but who knows?
Hopefully it's not the only one. Excuse me for
Next
one moment. Right back.
What we got?
Okay, next bout. Because I can't believe we just called a sweep on James Stark. Good God, we're going to be haunted at night. Edge Crusher will be haunting us, let's just say that.
Go down there.
Next bout, it's time for some chaos. Can't believe we're going to have 2 ladder matches on this night, for fuck's sake. And it is the Wildcats tag team titles on the line in the signature Wildcats. Well, usually we see this at Redemption. This year they put it at Revelations. It's a 4-team ladder match for the Wildcats tag team championships. It is the what they called the frigging group of Lotus Collective, I believe. If I remember correctly.
The Lotus Collective.
Yeah, the Lotus Collective, Godsong, Sakura and Reiko challenging the Looking Glass duo of Betsy and Amy Lynn.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Who wants to start?
I can start. This match, I mean, wow. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 teams all vying to become, 3 teams vying to become Wildcats Tag Team Champions. You got the Looking Glass looking to retain. Looking Glass, I mean, Betsy and Amy Lynn. I mean, even though they're part of the same faction, I mean, usually it's Betsy and Trixie. Of course, Trixie is off doing her thing, her own thing, which we'll be covering later on. The Lotus Collective. Oh man, I got my feelings about these individuals, considering everything they've done, trying to all but kidnap Trinity from the principal. I mean, so yeah, I mean, less said about them than the other. God's Song. I mean, they are still quite the enigma. I have no idea what side of the fence they're on, to be honest. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what they're all about. Sakura and Reiko, though, these two have been around for a long time. I mean, they have a lot of experience. They've been rivals. They've been partners. I'd say they're friendly rivals at this point. I want to say that Sakura and Reiko ends up defeating the Looking Glass and become the new Wildcats Tag Team Champion.
Well, it's a ladder match, so they won't.
Oh, it's a ladder match.
Getting the belts.
Oh, yeah, it's a ladder match. I'm sorry. I need more coffee. Rudiger, where's my coffee?
Case to the Cody.
I'll go.
Sakura and Cody. Sakura. Go ahead.
All right, so.
Thank you, Rudiger.
It's one of these incidents where it's like, honestly, anything can fucking happen. That's the thing with ladder matches. There's truly no strategy except just picking your moment to climb that goddamn ladder and retrieve those belts.
And right now, what happens?
But right now, what's plaguing me, and what's making me, it's really gonna decide what my choice here is one factor in this that I think not too many people are actually looking into, and that is fuckery. And there's been one team, actually 2 teams, that have been full of fuckery, and that is Godsong and the Lotus Collective.
That is true.
That is very true.
That is very true.
You got ladders in here.
No, not just ladders there, Cody. I'm talking about the.
Oh, I know.
I mean, the fact is, the fucking that the Lotus Collective pretty much comes from a Yakuza-like group, and and Godsong, God no, ironic.
We believe Akira's the leader. We don't know what the fuck they're doing.
So if they house those creepy Akira disappear reappear type of things.
Oh yeah, the blackout teleports.
Oh boy.
Honestly, I could, and I know not too many people are gonna like this, but something's just telling me that somehow the fucking Lotus Collective is gonna pull it out of their ass and win the belts. I don't, like I said.
I get.
You're right. I don't like it.
It's a fair pick. It's a fair pick. We don't like it. It's a fair pick.
It is a fair pick, but I don't like it.
It's a fair pick, and I'm going with it only because of fuckery.
Fuckery.
I'll let Cody go. I'll let Cody go last here if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
Cody.
Go ahead. I'll go last.
And here's the thing. I'm divided. See, here's the thing. The fuckery part, Lotus Collective and Godsong, I think they're going to cancel each other out.
Okay.
Because you think the Lotus Collective, considering they've had it in for Trinity, probably also have it in for Akira.
Oh.
I think they're going to cancel each other out.
You might be right.
I think this bout comes down to Sakura and Reiko versus Betsy and Amy.
Okay.
Now, if this was a normal 4-team elimination tag match, I would be taking Sakura and Reiko all day, every day.
Right.
This is a ladder match. This is a hardcore match. Sakura, if it was a normal time match, I'm taking Sakura and Reiko. Because it is that type of match. And Betsy thrives in this. I'm going to say, and still, Looking Glass retain.
Oh. Right.
All right, Cody, are you going to side with someone, or is this going to be another divided field?
I'm way towards divided right now because of all this. I'm going with Sakura Reiko.
Oh.
Okay.
So, looks like me and Hiro are on our own islands where Sakura and Reiko have two backers.
All right. Let's see what happens. Now it's just the outliers. I get to this.
Right, I'm automatically going last for this match, so I'll let that be known right now.
Uh-oh.
2 out of 3 falls, we're running this back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, boy.
For third time, it's James Needham versus Malik Brown. Who wants to take the floor?
I can take the floor on this. So
yeah, go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
There's been one factor in this that I think we really need to look into, and that is the mindset of James Needham. Because there's been a lot of factors, actually not even a lot of factors, there's one factor that's been pretty much been plaguing his life. And that is, of course, Charles Schultz. James, not too long ago, was left in the Horizon Ring in a pool of his own blood. That man...
I'm here for dead.
That man's entire shirt was covered in blood. There was so much blood splattered that it was all over fucking Charles's face.
We had to replace the ring mat after that. I mean, that ring mat had to be incinerated because of that mat, because of that altercation. You know that. It was that bad.
But anyways,
go ahead.
And I feel like until James can get Charles off his mind, off his back, it's gonna play a hindrance to him, because Malik is going in this clear-minded. Maybe not as clear-minded as some might think, but James has a lot on his back. Has almost like the world on him right now, crushing him. And when I mean by the world, I mean by Charles. If this had been a couple of months ago, I would have gave James the win here. But right now, with how pretty much his life has been plagued by Charles, I don't believe it's going to be like a clean sweep or anything like that. I think it will come down to 1-1, and then someone's going to get to the winning factor. And to me, I'm just going off this basis because of where it all depends on where his mindset will be going into this matchup. But right now, I feel like Malik has the slight advantage going into this matchup because of James having all that he's having to deal with right now could play a factor in his mental psyche going into this matchup.
You know what? James. I like James. I like both James and Malik. I mean, we were all hoping against hope that last year they would finally settle things and bury the hatchet. But of course, that didn't happen. These two have been at odds with each other since back that I can remember, and I haven't been around for a while though. So it's like, I mean, these two. I mean, you talk about like star-crossed rivals. I mean, these
it's fire and gasoline at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you look back at rivals. You look back at rivals in the past. like Hogan, Savage,
Brett, Sean.
Rock, Austin, Cena, Orton. I mean, you look at yeah, exactly. I mean, Cena's got a lot of rivals, but no, I mean, going back to this, Malik and Needham, these two, they're like, I know. Here's another rivalry: Batman and Joker. These two are destined to fight forever, I think. But in the case of this match, I have to agree with you, Jason. I mean, because of Charles Schultz, I don't think James is in the correct mindset in this match. As much as I like Jason. I like James. I like Malik. They're as far as I'm concerned, they're two great guys. I like working with them. But I would say that, just because of the mindset that Charles Schultz has put James in, I think Malik is going to, defeat James. And here's the thing: I don't think it's going to be 1-1. I think it's going to be a clean sweep. I think that's how bad Charles Schultz has gotten into James' mind. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I think Malik's taking it too.
Cody?
I was more for what Jason was going to say when Wayne brought up the Batman Joker point.
Oh, another analogy would be like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. But
I would say it's more akin to Sean and Brett.
Oh yeah, oh God.
And that's more what I see it as well. What Jason said, a lot more than that.
Wow.
But as far as this goes, I'm going with Malik just because of the factor in James' mind. That's all the way to put it. Going Malik.
Well hit. 4 is yours.
Last year when we sat down ahead of Revelations 8, ahead of the Hell in a Cell they had, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We all picked Malik that night to win.
Mm.
The reason being, there were many reasons. One, experience. 2, at that moment, that night, my brother was broken physically.
Oh, yeah.
He was fucked going into that Hell in a Cell.
His shoulder was not 100% at all.
Oh, yeah.
He was fucked. He had rib injuries. He had a fucking separated shoulder and all that. He was fucked going into that cell. And neither man, despite all that, left that cell walking. They both had to take hospital trips.
Oh, yeah.
Because of how vicious they went to kill each other that night. This time, it's 2 out of 3 falls. Now, I don't know if it's no DQ or count-out, or if count-outs are involved. Is it going to be about who the better wrestler is? Is it going to be who about the better fighter is? I thought back at Revelations 8, this shit had ended. I really thought at Revelations 8, this had ended.
Yep.
I thought they may meet again. It might be for the VWU World Title. That's what I thought. And then there were a few little flashpoints. I think one flashpoint was when my brother got rid of Chris, and with everything he planned from that. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Right.
Another flashpoint was what happened in CCW. Brother is out. Malik gets the title shot, which was my brother's. And then Malik does something recently for Malik, completely out of character. It left us all questioning what the fuck was going on. With what him, Gorilla Bat, Lil Jazz pulled, on Darren.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, oh, what the fuck? Like, that's not the Malik we know. And then the third flashpoint was when Malik did the Beyond the Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Which I believe was with you, Jason.
Yep, and honestly, with that, it honestly felt like there was still a lot of tension between the two of them, and honestly, it felt like if they don't nip it in the butt now, it's going to get even worse.
It'll get worse. Yeah. If they don't nip it in the, if this doesn't settle it, a fucking death match will have to settle it. I'm not joking, and I don't want that. I'm going to be honest. But what?
Would that settle it?
Who knows? Who the fuck knows? But my brother was physically broken last year. This year, I am with the table. He is mentally broken because of the guy we'll get onto later on and what he did. However, he might be mentally damaged. And hell, I don't know if he's a better pure wrestler than Malik. I don't think he is. But if I look into this match, my brother is 0-2 against Malik. He has stated it. He needs this bout. He needs this. Because I don't know where it will leave him. If he loses this, I don't know where it will leave him. Not just physically, but also, mentally. I'm going to stand with my brother on this. This is a heart pick. This is not a head pick. Because everything in me head would say go with Malik. I'm going to just show the family loyalty here. I'm picking my brother.
Fair enough.
And that is a pure heart pick. That is not a... If I can say it like this, that is not a, what do you call it, pick.
Yeah. And that's fair, man. That's fair.
That is not a, and Jason will get it.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a unbiased pick. That's a biased pick, I'll just be honest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
Yes.
DCA, Viva title, Fatal 4-way.
Mm-hmm.
Believe this is one fall to a finish.
Mm-hmm.
It is Selena Slater of the Looking Glass defending against Susumi. Sorry, not against Susumi, against Miyako. Good God, I got the Yukimuras mixed up. I better not get my head kicked in. Kenzie Cray of Godsong. And then the Lotus Collective leader, whose name I just added now. It's just gone out of my mind.
Oh, jeez. I'm sure. I'll have to look at my notes. But yeah, Jason, you
Suzumu with the Looking Glass. It's Suzumu with the Looking Glass.
Suzume, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are we picking for this? Yeah, I believe it is one fall to a finish.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna say, wow. I mean, of course, Suzume, part of the Lotus Collective, and I've already said my piece about her. Selena Zeta looking to retain the Fever Championship, I believe. Suzumi Yukimoto, of course, the more she's the more experienced out of all four of these women, and of course Kenzie Cray, part of Godsong, and of course, like I've said many times, we don't know what side of the fence Godsong is on. All that aside, you know what? I am going to say that Selena Zeta retains the championship because I mean, Suzume and Susan. Oh, jeez.
It's
Not my
We're
brain.
not having a good time now. We're
the
not having a
the
good time
God
tonight.
Song member
I need
and
more-
and the Looking Glass member are going to cancel each other out again.
Yeah. God's song, and Lotus Collective. So, and looking and so, but here's the thing. The Yuki, Susan. I need more caffeine. I think the matriarch of the Yukimura family, she's gonna get targeted too by the Lotus Collective, because of course there's that whole, I mean, there's all that, you know. But here's the thing. I think maybe Kenzie Cray, she might actually go and fight the Lotus Collective, because again, considering who their leader is. But all that aside, of all that drama going on between those three women, I think Selena Zeta is going to take advantage, and she's going to retain the Fever Championship.
Well, I'll go next on this one.
Okay.
Oh boy. You actually got the Buffaloes in this match, I know before about the lab match fuckery. I expect more fuckery in this one. I do. Which is why I'm going with Miyako to win this match.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been so long she has held a championship in DCA. So, about time. Who else?
Who's next? Jason?
Me or you, Jason? Do you want to go last?
Sorry about that. I was getting something to drink.
It's fine.
That's all right. That's all right.
As much as I've said a lot in the past season about her attitude and everything like that, but results speak for themselves. I'm going with Selena. She's retaining.
Okay.
Short and sweet, to the point.
On you, buddy. On you, buddy.
I hope Lotus Collective, and I don't want any Lotus Collective or Godsongers winning, I've got to be honest. So with that, because of, the hell they've all caused, with that, and I mean it truthfully, give me, and this is truthful, I think Miyako's going to be too, concerned with what's going on as well, with what's going to happen with her entire family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to really pick a Yukimura this weekend, which I know is crazy.
Yeah.
Because of that, I'm going to join Jason. Selena Seda retains, and I think the Looking Glass are going 2 for 2 on night one.
I picked Selena too. So yeah, that's three of us.
Of course, I'm the one on the island on my own. I
Whoops.
love it.
Sorry, Cody.
I love it.
Oh man. And that brings us to the DCA Tag Team Championship ladder match.
Yep, and it's a nasty one. The
Oh,
Real
yeah.
Wrestling Throwbacks defend against Suplex Mountain, the Future War Cult, and then, of course, the Black Cathedral.
Oh,
So I just want to say this. So I'm just going to start it out. I'm pulling for the Future War Cult because goddamn, I love a good underdog story. But because I value my life, I am going with the Black Cathedral.
Oh man.
I don't want to die.
You know what? Considering you got Lowers in there and the Black Cathedral in there, I'm going with Jason on this one. I am from the Black Cathedral. No.
Well, considering that I'm a part of the principal, and there's like a lot of members of the principal who can hold their own against anyone, I am going to go against the grain here. I am sorry. I am sorry to the Black Cauldron because
Cathedral.
I am choosing. I'm to quote D-Wall, I'm back in the blacks. I'm choosing the Future War Cult.
I'm not crazy. I value my life.
Oh, God.
Enjoy the island and enjoy me being killed. Give me the Black Cathedral.
Oh, come on, guys. Hey, I got the principal on my side, so I'm not alone in this island. And the Black Cathedral won.
I was in the last match, and now
and the Black Cathedral have a problem with my pick. They got like I've got Melina, I've got Sin, I've got my boy Tommy.
I think
they'll back.
I just want to say this. I just want to say this. We would like to announce that there will be a future principal wing on the Johnny Memorial Fairgrounds in Lodge.
Yeah. Soon.
Trust bank savings and loan. What? All that spiel the D-Wall says. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to War Game.
Oh, geez.
It is the first ever War Games match in DCA history. It is also going to be a bloodbath, to say the least.
Oh, no.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
It is Team Michiko versus Team Carmen Cortez in War Games, where they're going to burn down the arena. It's Danny Rojas, Cassandra Kane, Lauren Richfield, and Michiko Milano representing Team Michiko versus Carmen Cortez, Ruby Malone, Ari, and Revy.
Oh, boy.
Which team survives the night one main event known as War Games?
Oh my God! You know what? Since I was on the island last pick, I'm gonna start. And wow, what this is wow. I mean, just recently over in AS's and All the World, we had our own version of War Games called Chaos Wars, and that match was chaotic to begin with. And now here I am about to witness another War Games. But who's going to win this one? I mean, we all know the track record with Revy Lee. I mean, we all know what Ruby can do. And, of course, Carmen Cortez. I mean, good God. I mean, what hasn't been said about Carmen Cortez and her track record, not only in the ring, but out of the ring? And Ariane, I mean, I think she's like the odd person out now. And then, of course, you got Michiko. I mean, her reputation speaks for itself. Danny Rojas, Lauren Richfield, and then the orphan, Cassandra Kane. I still can't figure out where she fits into all of this. I don't know why she's in with Michiko. Oh, man. I mean, I want to say, from everything that I've seen so far in my tenure here in Virtual Wrestling United, with seeing Carmen and Revy and Ruby, I think those three alone could be the deciding factor of this match. So you know what? I'm going to go with Team Carmen on this match. I think as tough as I know Cassandra Kane is, and as strong as Lauren Richfield is, Danny Rojas being reputable as she is, and Michiko being as savvy and as crafty as she is, I still think Carmen Cortez, leader of the boss of the Third Street Saints, being as smart and as crafty as she can be, I think it's going to be Team Carmen. I think they're going to win.
So we'll go next.
I'll take it.
All right.
Go ahead.
Michiko, we've yet to see step into a ring. We don't know enough about her, and that's worrying.
Mm-hmm.
I know she's fucking deadly. We all know that. Our outside work is all that. Having Cassandra Kane on your team is an absolute sneaky coup, if I'm allowed to say it.
It is.
Danny Rojas is beyond dangerous. The wildcard for Team Michiko is Lauren. Because Lauren won't give a fuck, and if she thinks she's losing, I think she... There's two people who I don't think fit on either team. It's Lauren Richfield on one team, and sadly it's Harry on the other team.
Right.
Who out of those two is going to gut it out? Who's going to go it out? Who is going to gut it out? Because I think they're going to be the two people who get targeted, because I don't know if we're doing this pinfall, I don't know if we're doing this pin and submission, or if we're doing it the old school way, submission and surrender. Because I know on this within this we have 6 women who I don't think will surrender. They're the two who I think could. What I want to see is the question is, will I see it? Because recently with Carmen Cortez, and it's been like this for the past 2 fucking years, and I'm getting sick to death of it. And I'm not even going back into Revelation 7, okay?
Right.
Carmen Cortez has either pissed us off to nth degree at this event, but she is usually delivered at this event.
Usually,
but we keep on asking that same question. Will the Carmen Cortez of old show up? We've been saying that now for, I think, 5 fucking years.
The chain breaker, yeah.
Because that is what we're going to need to fucking see if they are going to win War Games. And I think it's statement time. Because this is either going to go one way or another. And I hope Carmen's listening. Either Michiko and her team's going to send your bitch ass into retirement, or you're going to show us who the fucking true Carmen Cortez is and remind the motherfucking world who the fuck you are. I think the second one happens. I'm taking Team Carmen.
Okay.
Well, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm going with Team Carmen.
Okay.
But I will say this: they better be ready for anything Michiko got planned. 'Cause that's the dangerous part.
That's right. Jason?
Now, as Hit said, the 2 factors in this that could play a huge role is Arnie, Miss Jones, Ariane, and Lauren.
Right.
They both seem like they're out of place in this matchup, and they are. But Lauren is the bigger concern because, yes, she has tapped out before in the past, but that's because Alexis Foon legit had to break her ankle to make her tap.
Oh, yeah.
That's not
Lauren Richfield is a dangerous woman on her own. She's a giant. She's a monster. And Miss Jones, as she's a strong woman, and as lovable as she is, she's in that ring with a bunch of killers. And I'm even putting Lauren in that category because she's a former ZCW Women's World Champion. She was destructive as a champion. Again,
right.
It legit took Alexis Foon to break her fucking ankle to make her tap.
Right.
But with all that being said, there's always been a phrase I've always said. There's always been a phrase when it comes to any member of Carmen's family, anyone in OSOK, anyone in her family. Never doubt a Cortez.
Right on.
And Carmen, just like Hit Kid said, the real you, the woman that we know you can be, better show the fuck up and prove to the goddamn world who the fuck you are. Because I'm backing Team Carmen.
Wow, another clean sweep. Oh, man. We better be right. We better be right on that, man.
We better be right, otherwise I'm going to be pissed off.
Oh, you and me both, man. But right now, let's move on to
the whole wide world out one.
Oh, man. Let's move on to night 2 of Revelations 9, and we have the DCA Celestial Championship. Oh, the Living Nightmare. The Living Nightmare, Charles Schultz versus Code Red, Michael A. Connolly. Oh, man.
I think Hit will go last on this one.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to surprise you. I'll take this first.
Go ahead,
That's kind of surprising. I thought you were going last.
I'll take this first.
Do it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. We'll sit back in this one.
I'll take it very simply. I am not being a broadcast journalist for this match. Kick his ass, Michael! Win that fucking belt. Next!
Oh, I'm gonna go next. Yeah, you know what? I'm rooting for Mike too. I mean, Mike, like I said, I've been a friend of the friend of the Kurotsky Connolly family for a long time now, and Michael has won championships outside of VWU. I mean, he can do it. He can get the job done. He just hasn't had a chance. He hasn't had the opportunity to win a championship here in VWU. And I think this is his moment. This is his time. This is his opportunity to knock Charles Schultz down a peg and win the DCA Celestial Championship. I think I'm going with Hit Kid on this one. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, as crafty and as tough as hell Charles Schultz is, and we know how absolutely fierce he could be in that ring. I think Michael Connolly is going to come out on top and finally win that first championship in VWU.
Guess I'll go next.
Right?
I before the lap disagree. I don't see I expect Conley winning this. For one reason. Remember how the last time these two fought? And you remember that aftershock.
Yeah, but we called it. We called it.
Yeah.
And look at who's now. We brought up what was did to him. And that's what's fucking dangerous. That could just not good.
Oh, by the way, just a quick one. I want to bring this word up. Fuckery in this match.
Yeah. That could happen too.
I mean, like last, destroy Kala on his own. That's the one.
Yeah, I mean, Charles Schultz has won matches clean. I mean, there's no question about that, and that's concerning in itself. But he can't get the job. As much as we hate him, he can't get the job done in the ring on his own.
And also, one thing Cole needs to avoid as humanly possible: that goddamn punt of his. If he hits that, Red's done.
Yeah,
done.
That high punt.
Or anyone for that matter. Which is why I'm going with her to retain the Celestial title because of it.
So this is where I'm going to come in. Hit. I completely understand why you picked how you picked, and I'm not going to shame you for anything. You have all the fucking right, considering what he has done to you and your family, especially to your brother.
Oh, mate, everything in my head is saying pick Charles, but I'm not doing it. That's the sole reason.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I think the main factor in this, and I know, Cody, you like to bring up what happened last time between these two.
I just brought that up once.
If we had to compare Charles to a fucking hurricane right now, at that point he was just what's the third level before hurricane?
Typhoon.
Tropical
storm. Tropical storm.
I think, that was just a tropical storm version of Charles. Right now, Charles seems like every time he goes out there, he becomes more and more destructive. And here's the thing about Charles Schultz, and this is the thing about always been about his career. He is one of the most resilient motherfuckers out there.
Oh yeah,
Both him and James Needham, two guys who have legit gone hours in fucking death matches. Charles Schultz and James Needham, in my opinion, probably the two best deathmatch wrestlers in VWU. You can honestly say one's 1A, one's 1B. There's no. It kind of like switches between who's the better of the two when it comes to the deathmatch scene.
Both of them are former VW Hell's Gambit champion.
Well. But anyways, as I'm trying to go on the side here, and I know Michael will go into this matchup thinking he's ready, thinking he's going to humble Charles. Here's the thing: Charles is not like other people. And here's something that that might. So if I don't show up Revelations, you probably will all understand this. But I have the displeasure of actually going to have a Beyond the Bell with Charles Schultz pretty soon.
Oh, fucking hell, you poor bastard.
Oh,
Go on, Jason.
And just, I think what really has gotten to me was when that host, and I don't want to bring up the situation, because of...
No, you should.
But what happened at that Horizon, if you looked in Charles's eyes, there was nothing but blackness. The absence of life. As Dr. Loomis once said, those were the eyes of a psychopath. A psychopath who shows no mercy, who has no mercy.
Comparing Charles Schultz to the Shape.
At this point, yeah.
Wow.
He is like an unstoppable storm sometimes. And it seems like ever since he's dawned and I hate to say it, ever since he's become this version of him, it's been the best version of him. He's winning world champions. He's winning titles left, right, and center. As much as we don't want to admit to it, and as much as we don't like it,
it's true.
It's true. This psychopath version of him has been the best successful for Charles.
I reluctantly agree.
And I'm going with Charles. But if Michael does win it, he's not going to be able to celebrate for too long. Even if Michael wins it, he's not going to be walking on his 2 feet. Even in defeat, I think Charles is going to make sure
send a message.
He's going to make sure Michael leaves on a stretcher. I think winner. I'm making a dark prediction right now. Win or lose, Michael's going to the hospital. And he's going to be stretchered out.
Make it clear he's going to make sure.
I chose
ever again.
Of course, I chose Michael will win, but you know what? Yeah, that is a strong possibility too, right there.
Yeah, I will fully admit my pick is biased and all that because everything in me is saying choose Charles, but I'm not fucking doing it. I'm just not.
You're right to do that. You're right to do that, man. I mean, then you're right.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
we got a tag team war.
Oh boy!
As Mr. Yukimura and Saichi, thank you, takes on Saito Mishima and of course Takeru Yukimura.
Oh my goodness!
There's a thought. There's been a thought that's been racing in my mind ever since this match has been announced.
Yeah.
Just the one key thing that it's been about is family. I almost want to say this. This is not going to be a tag team match. I have... Maybe it's just, I'm always expecting something like this to happen. And the only reason why I say this is because Takeru has shown a dark side before. Remember, he was one of the first recruits to the Blood Trail.
That's why I became DCA World Champion again. When did the Zach?
I don't want to show that lack of faith in him, but with how unpredictable the Yukimoras can be, will this end up becoming a 3-on-1 situation?
Jesus Christ!
I don't want to say that, but would we see Takeru siding with his father and they just all three of them make an example of Saito?
And you're going, Jason.
I don't want to think that, and I want to have better faith in Takeru, because out of all the Yukimoras, Takeru's always been the most level-headed one. Like, honestly, when it comes to all of them, him and Suzumi have been the two most quote-unquote normal ones. But
plenty kind of proved that differently, but I digress.
But what I'm saying is when it comes to family, will he side with the man that gave him life or side with the man that trained him in the ring? As much as I want to give Takeru the benefit of the doubt, something is telling me that Takeru is going to betray Saito here. And I'm going with Mr. Yukimura on this one.
Max.
I'll go. Oh wait.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
Go ahead.
My pick. Of course, I've said my piece about the patriarch of the Yukimura clan and everything that's going on with him trying to get Trinity. So yeah, I've said my piece about that. I do want to say that Saito and Takeru will end up defeating Mr. Yukimura and Saichi, but there's just something about this whole match. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Jason. Something about this match just feels off. And I mean, I want to say that I do want to say that Takeru will, you know what? I think you might be right, Jason. I mean, as much as I don't want to admit it, and I respect Takeru Yukimura for everything that he's done in this ring, but I think Mr. Yukimura and Saichi is going to defeat Saito Mishima with the help of Takeru. And I want to be wrong. I really, really want to be wrong on this. But yeah, like you said, Jason, there's something.
I guess I'll go next on this one. I was going to say that this is also Takeru's first match since Revelation where he lost to Zach Stone. So, and plus what Jason was saying, his history. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I have to side with Jason and win on this one. I expect Takeru to backstab. I can't.
So we're all just gonna fucking betray Takeru at this table, and we're all gonna say Takeru's turning evil.
I don't want to say it. I really don't.
I know all of you don't want to say it, and I'm not really gonna have you all out because it's a fair thought considering what he did with the blood trail.
Yeah.
And that's because he lost that Revelation.
The fear of the unknown is great. I will fully admit that. The fear of the unknown is great. And I will be honest, I think Takura's going to fight his father. I think Takura's going to fight his father. I think Saito's going to fight them. I think they're both going to fight them. And I think they're both going to get destroyed. I'm sorry. I think Saiichi they'll handle the business with. It's Mr. Yukimura that scares me. If you mean to tell me the guy who trained Akira, Suzumi, Miyako, and fucking Takuru, and knows the fight styles better than any of them because they're his children, despite how much of a piece of shit he is, who we've never seen before, is the unknown, and it's probably not going to be like some sort of final fucking boss. I'm not even joking. I'm going to put my credence beyond that. And also, it is the unknown going into this. I think this is going to be hard to watch. I'm taking Mr. Yukimura and Saiichi.
Guess clean sweep, man. Judging by that.
Yeah. Next up.
Yeah, please.
Last man standing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can we also call this maybe the last ring standing, consider the last time...
Oh, yeah, the ring's getting broke.
But we need the ring for the rest of the show.
Claudio Dragonheart versus Jarl Greythorn, or as Yuki Marie likes to call him, Hair. But yeah, that's.
Go on. Can I go first here?
Did I call him Jarl Greythorn? I need more caffeine.
Can I go first here?
Go first. I need more caffeine.
I should be more worried about not just the ring, but how about the arena? The way it needs to.
Well, I mean,
come on.
I mean, when Claudio faced Yujiro, I mean, we were afraid that the whole arena could collapse. That's neither here nor there. That was Yujiro. This is thankfully not Yujiro that Claudio's facing, but still.
Still about the damn ring.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I thought it was like the ring or probably somewhere to probably explode because of these two. But I'm not betting against the Dragon King. Hell no. I'm going with Claudio.
Oh man. I'll go next. I'm gonna say you know what? I'm gonna say Claudio wins too because Jarl has a lot to prove. I think it's going to be roughly. I mentioned that earlier on about Raincroft versus Jonas, about how I feel that Raincroft will win this match, but the performance that Jonas will have will elevate her status. I think it's going to be a similar effect with Claudio versus Jarl. I think Claudio wins this match, but Jarl is going to his status is going to elevate to the point where he will be a viable contender for a major championship, not only in DCA but maybe in VWU as a whole. So I say Claudio wins.
Yeah, we had Grace wants to go last.
And I mean this truthfully.
Go on.
Val will put on a show-stealing performance. He will prove why he is a main man within the Destiny Championship Alliance. The thing is, this is too big of a dog you have chosen to fight against under last man standing rules. Give me Claudio. House money.
Jason?
You know what? This is kind of a similar situation with when it comes to, ironically, the previous night with his wife, or at least one of his wives. And it will depend on which Claudio shows up, because even Varl has pointed it out. One of Claudio's biggest weaknesses has been his mental state sometimes. Sometimes he gets in his own head. I mean, the whole situation with Carmen has at certain points is pretty much has left him almost a shell at certain points in his life. But there's also been points where he has stepped up, and he has shown why he is the Dragon King, why he is the Dova King, why he is one of the best, why he is a 7-time world heavyweight champion. This is a guy who has fought dragons. This is a man who has fought fucking Yujiro fucking Hanma.
Before that, he blitzed freaking Asani. Before that,
he took down Asani. This man right here he's a titan among men. He's the Dragon King. So it depends on which version of Claudio shows up. Are we going to see the Husk, or are we going to see the fucking King? And I think we're going to see the fucking King come Revelations. And Jarl, I think you might have lit a fire underneath a dragon, and that is not a good idea.
That's just a death sentence waiting to happen.
Speaking of not a good idea.
Oh no!
Oh Jesus!
Aubrey Williams, Eve Heron, Hell in a Cell.
Oh my god!
No, I missed the call for the fucking Redemption Death Match. I will be on the call for this.
Their last encounter was absolutely. It was chaotic. To say the least, it was absolutely chaotic. And now they're going to be in an enclosed steel structure. The only certainty is that one or both of these ladies, actually both of these ladies, are going to bleed. I mean that's a certainty.
Oh yeah, that's a guarantee.
Oh yeah.
Say this. It's not the first time I've been inside Hell in a Cell at Revelations either. Considering the last time she was against my Mimi.
Oh yeah.
I remember I had a Revelation scream moment.
Very loudly, from what I've heard.
Oh boy.
Oh, good God. Oh, boy. Well, I was just knocking out of the way now. But also, when I brought up that match, Aubrey lost that night. I'm going with Aubrey on this one. Look at God, I honestly both of this walk out. I was able to be stretched out by the end of this.
I think both of them might be stretched out. But as far as I think, okay, here's like I said, it's going to be chaotic. Of course, it's going to be chaotic. It's Aubrey Williams and Eve Heron. I mean, and it's going to be a given that both these ladies are going to be a bloody mess at the end of this match. But who's going to win? If I recall, the last time these two have faced each other, it was Eve who won. So I think Aubrey Williams is going to win this match just because she has a lot to prove. She wants to prove to Eve Heron, she wants to prove to everyone that she is still the Psycho Angel. I mean, so I think she is going to defeat Eve Heron in this match. And I'm going to go one further. There's going to be a third match between Aubrey Williams and Eve Heron, a rubber match. I have no idea what the stipulation is going to be, and I have no idea who's going to win that match. But for now, for this year, I say Aubrey Williams gets her win back.
That meant the both of us still going to be walking even after.
You know what concerns me is Aubrey's mental state. Well, that's always been a fucking concern. Is her fucking mental state. But I mean,
mental state. What mental state?
I mean, honestly, it's just she's been very weird these past couple of years. I mean, at one point she even believed that she won a world title. I don't know what world title she won. Only thing I know is there was a blue dot that was involved or something like that, and some imagine It's some imaginary asylum. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. And there was something about a family. I don't know, but who knows?
I know. It was all fucked up. I mean, we from what I remember, I think we had to carry a mafia or something like that. Good God.
Oh yeah, but anyways. But I think a lot of that luggage. I think after she finally has seen a somewhat of a therapist. I think she's seeing Den Taylor. I don't know, but
Jesus.
but anyways, I think she's finally got rid of all those unnecessary demons off of her back. So when it comes to this matchup, you know what? And that's the thing. I think this will go into a third match. What type of match that third match is going to be, God knows what. But I feel like Aubrey's going to win this one, and then in the third match, we're all going to die.
Oh boy!
I have that match type in my head for the hell of it.
By the way, I am taking Aubrey in this match. I think she wants to make right of Revelations 4. When she, lost the Hell in a Cell. This is Aubrey Williams making right inside that structure and getting some vengeance. And this is going to be hard to watch. But I think Aubrey Williams gets it done.
And I was saying, might have also in the slaughterhouse after this.
Oh, but
for fuck's sake! They do not. They better pay us good fucking money if they're bringing in my ring crew.
Look. All I'm gonna say is today's word that we have just learned is decanon. Anyways.
Yeah. So are we all taking Aubrey or?
I'm choosing Aubrey.
Going super us, I was gonna run at one point and say Eve doesn't bring that certain elbow pad with her.
Oh, she will.
She will. I mean,
that could be the difference maker for Aubrey, though.
It could be
how that last time ended.
Yeah.
So you taking Eve?
But I'm just bringing the factor up, but I'm still going with Aubrey no matter what.
So it's a sweep for Aubrey.
Another sweep.
All right.
Bring up that one factor up.
Speaking of matches, I'm very interested to hear the panel on this.
Oh my God! Here comes another potential sweep.
One of the most personal grudge matches on the card, if not the most personal. Zack Stone versus Jaden Starr. Who wants to begin? I
guess I can start this. So we're gonna see about let's just say we're gonna see one Mr. Jaden Starr get ping ponged over the fucking ring. We're gonna see Zack Stone prove why he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. Jaden Starr is gonna be bleeding. He's gonna be tossed around like he was last week's garbage. He's gonna get dumped on his head. He's gonna be dumped on his back. He's gonna have his back broken, a la Jamal. But when it comes to this motherfucker, he somehow has a goddamn horseshoe up his ass because he always seems to luck out. I don't want to say that this is how Zach's revelation streak ends. But some way, somehow, because of the past few encounters this motherfucker has had, somehow, even after getting his ass kicked 99.9% of the match, somehow this motherfucker's gonna win. I don't want to say that, and what a way for Zack Stone's revelation streak to end with a fart, but fucking Jaden Starr somehow has a horseshoe up his goddamn ass. It's gonna be Jaden Starr getting ping pong over the goddamn arena, but
I agree. Jaden Starr has the devil's luck. There's no question about that.
I guess.
So you're choosing Jaden Starr then?
I don't want to, but something's telling me this motherfucker's gonna beat Zack Stone's fucking revelation record, and there we go. Something that Zack Stone has built up for so many years ends in a fart.
I mean, I agree. Jaden Starr has the devil's luck. There's no question about that. I mean, I watched my protege Tomas. I mean, he basically threw Jaden Starr around like like
Trash.
not only last week's trash, but this week's trash, and of course next week's trash too. That being said, and of course the only reason, I mean, I don't think no one actually won that match because of course the House of Cerberus jumped in.
And then you had the match with Calvin, which again Calvin was whipping his ass 90% of the match, and then he fucking was a low blow and then a fucking brass knuckles.
Yep.
And that's how we got in to get away to heaven.
Again, the devil's luck. Who's my pick to win this match? I mean, God. Zach Stone. What can be said about Zach Stone and his stellar career up at this point? Like you said, Jason, his revelations.
He's undefeated at this event.
He's undefeated. Exactly. But it's like Jaden Starr is a certified asshole. We can all agree about that. She gets
I think
under.
we dealt with a lot of them.
He gets. He's a special kind of asshole. He gets into so many people's skins. He has taunted Zach Stone with the idea that he managed to somehow win over his ex-wife, Amber Stevens. I mean, and he's
supposedly.
Yeah. It's just mind games. We know it's mind games. And just like how he was like toying with the idea that he was actually with Akira, which of course that was bunk. But I want Zach Stone to win this. I do. I'm with Jason on this. I want Zach Stone to win this because I want Jaden Starr to get his comeuppance. I want him to suffer a humiliating defeat. But again, Jaden Starr has the devil's luck. He could with this, but I am still choosing Zach Stone. Okay, Cody, go ahead.
I agree with Jason in a way, but I was going to say this. This is Zach's first match since Redemption. Considering he's not 100%, no way in hell. I mean, I'll be blowing you. But also, the one thing Zach better try to do, not get to his rage, control him, because that will always play a huge problem.
That's right.
And also consider JSR would do just about damn near anything. I can't believe I'm even going to say because of all that. Nah, hell with that. I expect Zach Stone to win.
Yeah, there you go.
The bait and switch.
I had to, damn it. No.
Y'all better strap in here because I'm about to go off on one. I mean it. I'm about to go off on.
I'm strapping in.
Here's the deal.
I'm strapped in.
Here's the deal. Do you want to know what this match gives me similarities of?
What?
What?
What happened at Revelations 5 with Amber Stevens and Veronica Domino?
Ooh.
No one in their right mind gave Veronica a chance of ending Amber's streak, and then look what happened. She ended it.
Yeah, I didn't think on that.
And to be fair, this does give me similarities to that. No!
Well, there's a lot of difference.
That's all I'm going to say about that. Here's the deal. And I'm being truthfully honest. Everyone knows I've never really recently I have not had the over the past couple of years, my family have not had the best things with, not only we mentioned it with Malik, but also with Zach. We all know that.
Yeah.
However, I have never seen such a disrespectful young punk look out more than Jaden Starr.
Oh, man.
Truthfully, the man has looked out. He doesn't deserve this spot. He doesn't belong in this spot. As far as I'm concerned, I needed to get fucking humbled. But as Jason said, the devil's luck.
I said
the devil's luck. The devil's luck.
Yeah. Both Jason and I said it, yeah.
The devil's luck.
Yeah.
Well, I said he had a horseshoe up his ass.
Yeah, he really does. He really does. I'll still say it. That fucker owes his career to Charles. Considering what happened at Redemption, he would have had his career ended by Thomas. He would have had his career ended. He would have had his career ended by Thomas.
Right.
Here's the deal. I will be fucking disgusted as not only a commentator of the DCA, but just as a fan, which I grew into this business, into this spot. If Jaden Starr ends Saxton's streak, I'd be fucking repulsed, and I think that I'd speak for everyone.
Yeah,
and that's why he wants to do it. No, what was a great point was Saxton's temperament. He wants to kill this motherfucker. He wants to humble him. He wants to hurt him. And what Jaden Starr has done well is the Amber Stevens line. We all know about the breakup. We all know why he's doing it.
Jaden Starr, he's very good at the mind games. So I'll give him that.
We know Saki's with Sin now, and we know Amber. We don't know where Amber is. Now, I have two things to say about this, and this is truthful, and I may get looks for this. Either Jaden Starr is saying that as a ploy, or Jaden Starr is saying that because it's true.
Mm-hmm. I think
I'll be the first one to say it. If it's true, they better fucking throw me off that booth and censor me.
I personally think
it will. Why else would he go down this path?
I personally think it's the former. He's playing mind games.
I want it. Let me be clear. I want it to be the former. I absolutely want it to be the former. But why else has he been going down this path if he hasn't got a plan?
No.
And truthfully, I want it to be the former because I don't know if my temperament could handle it. I don't know if Jason's temperament could handle it.
I will go fucking nuclear. Especially considering me and Hit have legit fought over this situation before. We would both be betrayed by this situation right here.
Legit. If it turns out to be real and Amber Stevens is with Jaden Starr, I don't think the death survives the night. I really don't.
I will. If that's the case, I'm going to personally reinforce the desk just in case.
Yeah,
with my own money.
No, I will be very fucking clear. If that does happen, you will want to tune into Revelations and hear what he said. Other than that,
oh boy.
I want Saxton to kill this man, so I'm taking Saxton.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's move on to this next matchup, the rivalry that never dies.
Yeah, Forever's here.
Another rivalry. This is. I've said a bit back that Malik Brown and James Dean are destined to fight forever. These two, same boat, pretty much. It's the highest skill versus Jamal Bedlam.
These two right here. These are two alpha males. That anytime they see each other, they just go right at each other. You know, this entire situation is built on pettiness. Because here's the thing. You know why, of all people, why would Zaya Steele go after the pure title? Not because, he wants to prove he's a pure wrestler. No! It was to fucking troll Jamal! It was to fucking troll Jamal because he doesn't want Jamal to be happy. He wants to ruin Jamal's happiness. Jamal thinks
the highest feels a hater.
Yeah.
Despite beating him and last man in hell and the main event of Prestige with the key to the
He's still not done with him.
He's still not done. These two are never going to be done. These two are petty motherfuckers at this point. Anytime these two do anything to each other, it's just to make the other one mad. This is built on pettiness. This is built on pettiness, and it's funny. It's funny. But these
eventually it's gonna get like
Cody, I'm talking, motherfucker. You shush. But anyways,
by the way, this is pure metal mayhem.
Because nothing says pure wrestling like pure metal mayhem.
No.
It's still gonna be 20 minutes long, right?
By the way,
Jeff here.
Hey,
by the way, I just want to point this out real quick. It was going to be Full Metal Mayhem, but Space Ghost wanted it to be pure mental mayhem so that he can get the word pure in the match and get away with it.
Oh,
That's right.
There you go.
There's nothing pure about this.
That was the other reason.
But it's still gonna have a time limit, right?
No.
No.
Do you
Wow.
want to,
Okay.
Wayne?
Do you want to put these two on the timer?
Wayne?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Do
what?
you want to tell Jamal and Zaya that they have 20 minutes to beat the hell out of each other? I don't
fair?
think so.
Yeah. No. No. I wouldn't.
I think we just stay far away.
So
Going, oh,
so this whole situation is okay. Who's gonna be the most petty tonight? You know what? I'm going with Jamal on this because he's probably like, okay, motherfucker, you want to win this belt only because I was wanting to go after it, and the only reason why you have interest in this belt is because I had interest in it, and you took the belt from me because you're a petty bitch. So I'm going with Jamal on this night. Now, on future nights, it's going to be Zaya. On other nights, it's going to be Jamal. It's a never-ending thing with these two.
I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this short and sweet.
Go ahead, please. I want to go next.
Jamal, you can't lose a fucking another one to this guy. I'm taking Jamal.
Okay, I'll go after.
Oh boy. I'm going with Jamal too. I mean, Zaya Steele he's obviously a hater. I mean, I said that a bit ago, but it's like, and we all know how I mean, Zaya Steele was a great, for the most part, a great VWU World Champion. I mean, there's no question about that. But the thing is, he is going after Jamal's pure championship for the wrong reasons.
No, Zaya's the pure champion.
Jay is the pure champion. Okay. Well, okay. See, that's why I need more caffeine. Anyway, So I'm going to say Jamal's Bedlam defeats Zaya Steele and wins the pure championship. Thank you, Rediger. Thank you.
Oh my god.
This is
I just want to say this. This might be the only match where we might actually legit have fun and actually maybe laugh a little bit, considering we know how these two are just going to be petty motherfuckers the entire match. And you know what? We kind of need a match like this before, what's going to come up next. But Cody, you talk.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. You're not wrong there. I was going to say this. It doesn't matter who wins. These people still fight again right afterwards.
Yeah.
And the next freaking show, and then show after that. It's a repeat.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with Zaya Steele to retain.
Fair enough. Now we get onto some business.
And now got all the...
And now we get onto something even more. Yeah, fun's gone.
Oh,
It's a true death match for the DCA Goddess Championship. A career is on the line. It's Akira Yukimura versus Trixie Beatrix, whatever you want to call her, Decker.
Oh, Jesus.
Who wants to go last on this?
I'll go first.
Alright.
Go last then.
I'm just going.
No, I'm going last.
I'll go last. Okay.
Well, whatever. I'm just gonna keep this short and sweet because if I go into what I wanted to say, we'll be here all night. So I'm going to restrain myself and just keep it short and sweet. I'm going with Beatrix.
Wow.
She's on a whole different fucking level right now.
That is true.
It's
I have to dissect it.
Yeah.
I have to dissect it, but I want to hear Wayne and Cody first.
Oh boy. Okay. Wow. I mean, Beatrix Decker, she is on a whole other level. She is currently my Wrestling Grand Prix Women's Champion, and she's
my current Charge World Champion.
World champion.
She is a belt collector. There's no question about that. She, ever since she's taken on this ghoulish, ghastly persona, we still don't know exactly why. We can guess. We can guess. we can take wild guesses until the cows go home, but that's neither here nor there. Beatrix Decker is on a whole other level. Akira, we all know what she can do in the ring. She has done it all. The matches that she's had. I mean, but here's the thing. The last time Beatrix, or Trixie at this point, Trixie and Akira fought one another, Akira got hit by a train. In case they haven't forgotten. So, I mean, this match is very personal. It's very bitter. True death match could mean a whole lot of things. Man. And considering that Akira still, at this point in this broadcast, I don't know if Ika Marie has talked to Akira yet. If she has at all, we don't know. But Akira really needs to get her priorities straight. She needs to do what she needs to do and protect her daughter Trinity. I mean that goes to that question, but she's focused instead on this ongoing grudge with Beatrix. And I want to say my heart says Akira needs to win this match, but considering the role that Beatrix has been on, considering how dominant she is, my head says Beatrix is going to win. And that's going to be a shame. It's going to be an absolute shame, not only for Akira, it's going to be a shame for Trinity. Because Trinity needs her mother. And that's all.
Cody?
I guess I'm going to be the man on the island by myself on this one. You know my luck. I'm going with Akira.
Fair. That's fair.
I can't go against Akira. I can't.
That is fair.
Comes Revelations. I can't.
You're going to want to bear with me with this one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is a true death match.
Mm-hmm.
This environment suits Beatrix.
It does.
That there is no doubt.
Yeah.
What also bugs me, and it's to Wayne's point, is that Akira needs to get her fucking priorities in check.
Without question.
It really does. It really fucking bugs me. And hell, I'm going to admit it. I'm going to admit it right here on the table. And if anyone wants to shout at me, please be my guest. Some of me wants Trixie to end her career.
Mm-hmm.
Because of where Akira's put her priorities with this grudge. Over what the fuck's been going on with her daughter. What the fuck's been going on with her family.
Right.
Legitimately. There's a part of me which wants Trixie to put her down. Truthfully. Because I think that is... Because I think that's fucking over the line, if you get where I'm coming from. And here's the thing. We've seen Trixie do over the line things.
Oh,
no doubt about it.
A woman earlier on.
Ask Amber Stevens.
We brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truthfully. And everyone knows that I've always been on friendlier terms than most with Trixie. Even though I've been afraid for my life, okay?
Yeah.
But it's funny. Even though my heart would say it, because maybe it would do Trinity good. Maybe she can finally have her mother back if she's out the ring. But we don't know Akira if there's going to be anything left of her. My heart wants Trixie to win this. And I know that's crazy and maybe sadistic even. But there's just that notion. Career on the line. Do I not see Akira Yukimura pulling out anything and everything to a whole other level? Because Jason said Trixie has been on another level. To keep her career and prove her. Here's the thing. I don't think either one of these ladies are walking out. I'm making it clear right now. This is the double. You fought Eve on versus Aubrey Williams. It's going to be your only double stretch job of the night. Oh, no. There's going to be a double stretcher here.
You better.
Neither one of these two women are walking out. And I don't know if it's a good thing if she wins. But that nagging feeling in my head. And maybe I should go with my heart, but I'm going to go with my head on this one. It says Akira Yukimura becomes Goddess Champion. And you want to know something? For better or for worse. That's what we need. That's what I think it will lead to.
That could
it's either going to be better or for worse.
That could be the tagline for this match, for better or for worse. No? That could be the tagline.
Yeah, I can even argue that.
Let's move on.
Oh, yeah. First of two main events.
Yep, it is a
We've made
DCA.
that before, haven't we?
We have. It is a DCA Revelation 6 rematch for the DCA Wildcats Championship. It is a triple threat match. It is Faith Connors and Destiny Williams challenging Ovana Morgan for the DCA Wildcats Championship.
Oh, baby.
Those were for worst. Well, let's start.
I will take the floor first, actually, on this.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
I will take the floor on this. Oh boy. I think and I'm going to be brutally honest on this.
As you always have been.
This is a match which it's cool to see it run back. This time we're going to get a decisive winner because there's not going to be any ninjas taking out Faith Connors this time. I swear to fucking God, if that happens again, I'm going to throw some shit.
Did we ever find out who
No, we did find out. We did find out. And if if it happens again, I'm going to lose it.
And I'm just going to go.
Was it the ones that kidnapped Samoa Joe?
Oh,
I'm not sure. Legitimately. If that happens again, I'm going to lose it. This time it's 3 women.
Faith
has a lot to prove because she was taken out and her chance was stolen from her back at Rev 6.
Yep.
Destiny Williams has a lot to prove.
Oh yeah.
She has wanted to win back the Wildcat title. This way in the right way though. This way in the way all the fans believed in her, and especially Sahaya. I'm going to shout Sahaya out for a moment. This will be the way for Sahaya. This will be the way that Destiny has always been intended to win the Wildcats title in his eyes. And then we've got Ovana.
Oh, Ovana.
Oh boy.
You are going to stay still for this.
We already are.
When this was Revelation 6, you didn't hear a bigger backer on this table than me for fucking years, actually. I'm going to still say it. I have backed Ovana. It is like to fight with Jason. Truthfully, as we mentioned early on.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do that.
And here's the thing. I said it last time we did this prediction show of an Ovana match. Would we get better or for worse? And what we have gotten, truthfully, is worse.
The reign of spite.
She's the DCA Wildcats champion. But she has gone on a fuck you, fuck the world tour with this Wildcats title.
You called it the reign of spite.
She's gone on a fuck you, fuck the world tour. It has been a reign of spite.
Yeah.
Truthfully, it has been a reign of spite. And there wouldn't be a more bigger fuck you if she walks in and out as Revelations as Wildcats champion. However, I think the walls are closing in on Ovana. Not just physically with the 2 competitors going on, but with the surroundings of Virtual Wrestling United and mentally. And I don't know if she's still 100% off that match with Trixie back at Gateway to Heaven. I think it's all closing in on Ovana. No. What I want to see happen is a great match and the best lady win. Truthfully. What I'm afraid of is if there's fuckery, which I don't want at all. And truthfully, and I mean it truthfully, I think Ovana's taking the pin here. I think the reign of spite ends. And it's again one of those better or worse situations. I want the reign of spite to end Because here's the thing. And despite what you think of it, it's a reign you could be proud of. You've held it from Proving Grounds to fucking Revelations. Despite how you've done it, you've done it. It's like, what, an 8-month reign as champ? 6 to 8 month reign? It's more, and at least this time you didn't get your title stolen. You lost it in the ring. Be proud of that. But that's the question: will she be? I'm not sure.
That would have.
As for the person who I think is leaving as Wildcats champion, it is destiny. It is destiny. It is destiny. At Revelations 9, Destiny Williams leaves Wildcats champion.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll go next.
Go ahead.
Again, a few years ago, how times have changed. How times have changed. You know, and I think hit the nail on the head. This seems like it'll be a great setup for Destiny to become champion again. And for her to her win the title and actually have it, actually air live. Because remember how she won it the first time?
Get one fair point. That is very true.
It wasn't even live.
Nope. I remember that very well.
But, and I agree with Hit on all of his points, and I do believe that Ivana's eating the pin. But you know what? I love a good underdog story, and I think there's no bigger underdog in this match than Faith Connors. I'm actually going to say it. Faith Connors walks out as Wildcats champion, and finally redeeming the ninja attack from 6.
Fucking from 6.
Oh man, you know what? I agree with you, Jason. I think I will agree with you. I think Faith Connors finally gets that monkey off her back, and she wins. She finally wins the DCA Wildcats championship. I agree, 100%. And I think, and I will also agree that she ends up pinning Ivana for it as well. I give Destiny all the credit in the world. She is by far one of the toughest competitors. One of the toughest competitors I have seen. I mean,
tough.
We all know how badly.
So many.
We all know how. We all know how badly that knee is. How bad that knee is. I mean, knee injuries. I know I have tendonitis in my right leg. I know how painful, the knees can be when on certain days, during certain weather, during certain rainstorms, the knees will act up on you. I can feel that. I sympathize with Destiny on that aspect. And Ivana, she has always had mental state about her. That is that question. But I think it's definitely Faith's time. I think we're going to be seeing Faith Connors finally DC Wildcats championship.
All right, Cody.
I'm the last one. Lovely. Well, I guess I'm going to be on an island on my own then.
Going with Destiny?
I'm going with... No.
No, I mean, not Destiny. Ivana.
Ivana's walking out as champion. There's going to be some bullshit in this. There's no other way to put it.
I hope not.
I'm going to say this. If Ivana does win, and she wins for me, Jason, and Ken.
Wayne.
Wayne. Shows you how long of a night it has been.
Yeah.
We are all in for the biggest fuck you on the season 10 premiere of Wildcats.
I was going to try to be on that one.
And to be fair, it would be justified.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. I can't.
Let's get on to a final batch.
The final main bento Oh my
The
goodness.
main event of Revelations 9 weekend. The DCA World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. It is Wrestling Elite Tyler Parks, the current DCA World Heavyweight Champion, versus the winner of the Men's Gateway to Heaven ladder match. Him. He is him. He is Dante Styles. I will go last. Who is leaving as Destiny Championship Alliance World Heavyweight Champion?
Oh,
Cody, you go first.
Oh,
I'll go first.
Oh,
I'll go first
On
on
Cody.
this one. You would have said DC would have main event Revelation with DC World Title like 3 or 4 years ago. He would have laughed at you. But guess what? Look at him now. Look at him now. Tyler Parks at Redemption defeated Zach Stone to win the world title. And Dante went on to win Gateway to Heaven. But now, who deserves it more? Out of this? I think it's about time Dante joins his brother Malik holding the DCA world title. I'm going with Dante.
I'll go next. I'll go next.
Okay.
This right here, I know Cody went pretty easy on this, but honestly, when it comes to DCA world title matches, this honestly is the most unpredictable. There's no a strong case you can make for one. You can say the exact same thing for the other. Both men who have gone through so much trial and tribulations in their careers. Dante Styles, a guy who's finally getting out of not only his brother's shadow, but also finally getting over that hump where people will stop talking about the whole, Amber situation.
People hated him for years, for a long time.
This is a guy who at one point was going to be drafted in the NFL, but because of a fucking racist ass cop, it cost him his football career. This man right here has gone through so much in his career, and and a lot of issues. He'll even agree with you. He caused them because of his attitude coming into the business, but he has overcome who he once was. But you can say the exact same thing about Tyler Parks. This man at one point got embarrassed when him and Atlas had their
stage.
Yeah, when they had their program. That man at one point, you can also say, at one point was a very liked man. And at one point, it seemed like, was Wrestling Elite still in him? Was he still elite? And for a while there, a lot of people were doubting that maybe he hit his peak. But that lit a fire underneath his ass. And now look at him. A day oneer that finally became a DCA World Champion after so many years. This is honestly fucking hard as hell to pick. But as much as I love Dante, I don't think Wrestling Elite is finished with his reign just yet. I'm expecting Tyler Parks to retain. Wayne?
Oh. Wow. Tyler Parks. I give him all the credit in the world. He did defeat Zach Stone. And Zach Stone had a very impressive reign as DCA World Champion. Say what you will, how he won it. But he did have a great run with that belt. Dante Styles has so much to prove. He is on the cusp of greatness right now. In fact, he's probably already great at this point. But I think personally, this goes right back to what I said earlier about Raincroft and Jonas, and Claudio versus Jarl. I think Tyler Parks is going to retain the DCA World Heavyweight Championship, but Dante Styles stock is going to be raised very, very exponentially because of the performance that he will have with Tyler Parks. He may not be champion this night, but I guarantee you at another opportunity, AJ Styles will be a champion sooner rather than later, but it will not be at the expense of Tyler Parks.
I'm going to cut in here one more time real quick. Because
go ahead.
I think since I'm the unbiased person in the room, because I don't have a side either way, but this is more personal than I think anybody realizes in terms of where these two men's mindsets are. You think about Tyler Parks, a guy who, when he came into DCA, people saw potential in him. He joined the Change, if anybody remembers that group. Then he joined the Blacklist.
I remember the Blacklist, yeah.
And then he joined the New Industry Standard. And yet, through all that, he still could never be the man. He lost the Celestial title to TJ Kennedy at Revelations 2. He got embarrassed by Atlas Jones at Revelations 4. And then another Revelations, Matt Farrell kicked his head off, and I remember Zahia on commentary and Hit Kid both saying that Wrestling Elite was dead. And through all of that, I don't think he's won a single Revelations match. One-on-one. I don't think he ever has. And if somebody will correct me, but I don't think he ever had. I don't think he's ever had a definitive Revelations win.
He's lost, good amount.
And on the other side of that coin, you can say the same thing about Dante Styles. Remember, this man's first ever Revelations event, he got kicked in the dick by Amber and then kicked in the face by Zach, and he lost the Celestial title, which kicked off that whole feud. I know a lot of people forget Revelations 1 for lots of reasons, but that's where his whole thing started. His entire career, his entire life has always been from the bottom, looking up from the bottom, just like Tyler. And now, for the first time in his career, he is in the main event of the biggest event in DCA. But you can say the same thing about Tyler Parks. And for as a lot of people say, he finally made it. He finally won the world title. That's great. But you can honestly say if he loses at Revelations, did he really prove those doubters wrong? If he can't come into Revelations, the biggest event, his very first one where he's the top guy, and prove he's the top guy, but he falls short, can you really say he was the guy? Because there's going to be some people that if Tyler loses and Dante wins, guess what they'll say? Tyler wasn't the man. Dante is the man. And Dante, you can say the same thing. Mm-hmm. If Dante goes in there, he finally gets his shot. He finally gets his one-on-one world title, his legitimate world title shot, and he loses. You can say, yeah, Dante made it, but he's not the guy. Tyler's the guy. When we say when we promote this, when D-Wall promoted it and said this is probably the most unpredictable world title match in DCA history, and we've had a lot of unpredictable DCA world title matches in the 10 years we've been doing, almost 11 years of DCA in June. This is one of, if it's not the most unpredictable, it's up there on the top. Because you honestly cannot call a winner until that final bell rings, because it is that evenly matched. It is that even as a story perspective, personally, professionally, it's as even as you can get. This is the most definitive world title match we've had since last year with Zach and Takeru, because on that night, you had two men going in undefeated, and you could honestly say the same about both men. Both men had to win. And this year, it's not about undefeated streaks. It's about legacy. Who will leave their legacy in DCA? Will Dante finally will he finally step onto his own as a main event player? I believe he's already there, but I'm not talking about just a main event player. I'm talking about the main event player. And on the other side of the coin, you can say the same thing about Tyler. Yeah, he beat Zach Stone. That's great. You'll always have that on your resume. You'll always have the fact that you beat Zach Stone. You won. You beat his streak. You ended his reign. But can you do it? Can you win at the main event? Can you be the main event? Yes, he beat Sly Cooper. Yes, that's great. But guess what? A lot of people beat Sly Cooper before. And guess what? Sly's still the ace. He's still considered the ace. So that's why I said it. Tyler Parks and Dante both need the win. And it's going to come down to that final, that when AJ Monahan's hand goes down for that final 3 count. It's going to come down to that. Simple as it gets, folks. If there's one match that you have to be on night 2 to see, it is this one. It is this one. Because I guarantee you, both of those men are going to come in here with everything that they have, and I guarantee you, they are going to leave everything at the door. All their doubts, all their insecurities, everything, they're going to leave it all out the door because they know they cannot walk through that door and go into that main event with any doubt, with any insecurity, with anything that's going to take them out of focus for this match, because they have to come in with everything they got or they're going to lose. And that's just the long and the short of it, folks. Yeah, you can take it away.
I agree.
This, truthfully to end, is the ultimate 50-50 match. Legitimately, this is as pure a 50-50 match as it gets between challenger and champion. Both men must win. Neither man can afford the loss. But one man is going to win. One man is going to lose. This is going to be an epic. This is going to be one of the best wrestling matches you'll ever watch. And it sucks that I've got to try and predict a winner and predict a loser, truthfully. Because both of these guys belong here. Dante Styles belongs here. Tyler Parks belongs here in this moment. It's a pick'em. It really is. It's, like a roulette wheel. Do you bet red or black? It really is that sort of, bet on who you're backing.
Yeah, it is.
When it comes to this match, both men have everything to gain and everything to lose, and they're gonna leave it all out there. And I've been debating this back and forth, because I would want Dante to do it for the moment, but I would feel horrible for Tyler. You get where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
And I would want Tyler to prove it, but I'd feel horrible for Dante. That's what sucks. That's truthfully what sucks about the situation. Overall, I look and I just have this thought. And it's truthful like this. Tyler Parks can't say he's the guy unless he defends the title here. However, will Dante Styles even get another shot if he doesn't win it here? Will he ever get over that hump? I think Dante Styles beats Tyler Parks in the main event of DCA Revelations 9 and wins the DCA World Heavyweight Championship. I think he does it. And I think Tyler gives him hell, and I think this goes close to an hour. I really think this goes close to an hour. I think Dante Styles wins the DCA World Heavyweight Championship at Revelations 9.
Wow.
With that, all the words we've had to say are said. The next time you'll hear of us, we'll be behind the announcer's booth, probably with a Sahaya and probably a few others as well.
Oh, of course. Without question.
As we will see you all at DCA Revelations 9. From Wayne K. Hayes, Cody Williams, Jason Brown, I've been Hitkid Worldwide. We thank you for listening in to the prediction show of Revelations 9.